What's up, guys? Yellow Gamer here, and today I am bringing you guys episode 8 of my MLB 17 The Show Road to the Show series featuring Randy Johnson. Now, in the last episode I upgraded my stamina, but now I reloaded into the game and they didn't save the actual upgrades I did to my stamina, and I mentioned at the end of that episode I actually would rather have upgraded my walk 9 to 55 so I can get that pitcher's umpire game perk. So I'm going to do that instead. I'm going to get this perk, obviously. We're going to need to drop something. To get that perk, moderate boost energy when you start to get tired. That's a pretty big boost, but these things are pretty important. So what's more important, that moderate energy boost or having an umpire call in your favor for the entire game? I think I'd rather have the umpire call for me. And I mean, who knows how much that energy boost actually helps. I'm sure we'll get an idea. Well, I'll just activate this just in case. I'm sure we'll see. This would be actually great. Small boost energy after a strikeout. I get a lot of strikeouts, so that'd be a huge benefit. But actually, what I mentioned is that I didn't think I wanted to sim any actual games, but I think maybe we'll sim one game a month. So we'll do like 3 or 4 starts, sim a game. 3 or 4 starts, sim a game. Just due to the fact that I can't wait to make it to the major leagues. Once we get to the major leagues, we'll pitch every single game. But AA, we can sim a game or so here and there. So we're about to get to our game. Having a great series in terms of our pitching. Let's see what our guy does. Yep, we're gonna get the win. A 3-2 game. Let's see how our guy does. Our guy pitched 6.2 innings, so close to 7 innings. Only gave up 1 run. It's a pretty dominating performance. So he did exactly what we do. Just it was the CPU. And we're getting called into the office. What does coach want to talk to us about? Management instructed us to get a look at you as a late reliever for a short time. Mind if I ask why? This always happens. This is part of the story. You're always going to get stuck with a positional change. We all know I'm a starting pitcher. We all saw my stats. Okay, we're going to do it just because this is how the game works. If you don't do it... No, okay, goddamn, I'm going to have to exit this pitching practice. I didn't mean to do it. But while I'm exiting this, I need to talk to you guys about something. If you don't do it, your coach is going to be pissed at you, and you're, like, almost guaranteed not to be called up in the first season. That's just from research I've done. Like, and even in my other road to the show, I did the... I didn't do the positional change. I basically said, like, screw you, manager. I don't feel like being... I was a shortstop, and they tried to move me to second base. And second base sucks. And I was like, I don't want to be a second baseman. And they moved me to second base regardless. So I don't know. Sometimes that's a glitch or what's going on. But to me, I mean, I think... What was it going to be? I'll have to be a late reliever for a few games. But at the end of the day, it will result in me actually being able to get on the good side of the manager. And, oh, look, I actually got a save. I only had to pitch 0.1 inning, and I got the save. So add that to my resume. My first save. Don't know why I pitched that, but, yeah, so I guess we'll just have to be a reliever for just a little bit. Let's see what this results in. We're not a late reliever. We're a closing pitcher. Okay, that's kind of dope, actually. Okay, we're going to close a few games so we get moved back to starting pitcher, I guess. Here we go. We're just going to... Okay. I guess we're the closing pitcher now. This might interfere with our chances at being a league leader because it's going to affect how many innings pitched we have. But hell, I don't care. This is pretty sweet, I'll be honest. We get to be... I mean, a closing pitcher is actually pretty fun, to be honest, so I'm not totally against it. Here we come into the game. Look at us walking in as a closer. This is kind of dope. I'm not going to lie. I'm actually kind of happy. Okay, coach. Yeah, hand me that ball. I'm about to shut these guys down. All it requires is 1 inning. Okay, you know, I don't need to warm up. I'm fucking good. Our guy's energy is a little bit low because I just pitched 9 innings. Now they got me in here as a reliever, but hey, it don't even matter though. All we need is 3 outs. Okay, this guy is a midget. It is hard to find the strike zone. I just upgraded it so I get all the calls in my favor. That shit ain't changing anything. 3-1 count. I'm the closer. I gotta get some outs. This sucks dick. What? Are you kidding me? Like, every single pitch was in the strike zone. Oh, this dude. Did he just pull a double play on a button? No, he tried to. That was almost lit. Alright, I'll take it. Now we're gonna activate a little extra velocity. Yeah, we'll activate a little extra velocity. 102 miles an hour. Yeah, good luck hitting that shit. I'm already getting tired. Are you serious? A 93 mile an hour slider. Good luck hitting that. You know what? Let's give you this fastball. I'm gonna give you that work. 102 mile an hour fastball. Oh, you're not connecting on a pitch that fast. What was that? 101 miles an hour. Okay, we're going back high and inside. Yeah, strikeout looking 102. There's just nothing you can do with that pitch. We just need one more out. Get our second save of the season. Second save of our career. And the ball, okay, the ball just got stuck on the railing, I guess. As you guys know, I don't really mind. I think this is pretty sweet. We're going to try to run him high and inside, try to get out of here with the win. Okay, you can literally blow my balls. Those are all strikes. Okay, whatever. We get the strikeout right there on the splitter, and we are going to be credited with another save. There we go. It is definitely weird being a closer, but let's just advance to whenever we play again. Whenever that will be, we will find out. Just gonna find out what coach is thinking. I don't know. I think it's like usually 2 weeks. So we're gonna be a closing pitcher for like 2 weeks. We'll probably get like 10 saves, depending on how close the games are. My goal is just not to blow any saves while I'm a closer. But then again, if I do really good as a closer, I hope they don't start thinking, oh, we'll just bring him up as a closing pitcher. Because Randy Johnson was definitely not a closer. He was you know, a full game type of guy. So we're gonna start working on our stamina now. Obviously that doesn't make sense because we're a closer right now. But I'm just getting prepped up for when we get put back into the starting rotation. So here we go, going into another game. Okay, the worst thing about being a closer is the fact that you constantly have to deal with these loading screens. That's what I hate the most. Is because you always have to exit a game. You only pitch one inning, exit a game, pitch one inning. It's just a lot of loading screens. But anyways, looks like we're up 3-0 here in the 9th inning. So this should be a pretty easy save, even if we give up a hit. As long as we don't mess up too bad. Even if we do mess up, I mean, we got 3 runs to work with. We don't even need to warm up. We have max energy right now. Max energy as a closer, and we have starting pitcher level stamina. Yeah, this should be pretty easy. We're gonna get a nice little dribbler there to get the first out. And for the second out of the inning, let's see. Low fastball. Hopefully this is just a different umpire than last game. Last game's umpire sucked. Yeah, that splitter's not going to get a call. Okay, never mind. This umpire sucks balls too. All these balls are like in the strike zone. They're just like on the corner, but they will not give me the call. I don't know what the purpose of this pitcher's umpire thing. It doesn't do anything. There we go. A splitter there. Try to get him high inside on the fastball. Oh, we missed our spot. Damn it. That's back-to-back walks and a closing opportunity. I don't know if this, like, being a closer is affecting my guy's actual control on his pitches or what's going on, but the control has not been there. Not like it usually is. Come on, right fielder. Track that ball down. Nope, no such luck. Try to get him high outside on the fastball. Nope, missed our spot a little bit. Then we'll just do our normal strikeout pitch and hit him with that splitter. And yep, that'll do it. That'll be our second out of the inning. 1 out away from finishing off this closing opportunity. And we'll activate some extra velocity. 102 miles an hour. I love this so much. I love that perk. It is so cool throwing that fast. It's going to connect with that pitch. That one hit 102 as well. And we'll see if we can hit him with the super fast splitter, strike him out. And no, even with our extra velocity, he is going to get a hit. There's now runners on first and second with 2 outs. This is an interesting scenario. I should have just stuck to the fastball when you're throwing that hard. Should have just stuck to it. But no such luck on getting an out there. You know what, we're gonna activate Worm Killer, because worst case scenario, even if we give up a hit, I don't want to give up a hit that's I just don't want to give up a big hit like a home run to ruin our closing opportunity. So 2-2 count. You guys really have a lot of discipline, don't they? They're really not swinging at anything. But okay, there we go. Nice splitter there. Strike out the third batter. Not the greatest closing performance right there. And we've been doing pretty bad in the closing situations, to be honest. So that's why I think, if anything, it should be more motivation for the coach to be like, yeah, we should probably move you back to starter. These closing opportunities are kind of few and far in between, though. So looks like I'm assuming the time for us to actually be a closer will run out pretty soon. So I'm not going to let it stress me out all that much. The good news is, since we just actually reached that cutscene where we're supposed to change positions, that means we're getting closer to the cutscene of being called up, which is all kind of relative. We go another relieving opportunity. I'm just going to probably do all these closing opportunities all in one episode. Primarily because I don't want to break this off into multiple episodes of me just closing pitch. I just want to be back on the mound starting. That's the goal. So I'm not trying to bore you guys with multiple episodes with me as a closing pitcher. So this will probably just be a bit longer of an episode with me just closing a few games out up until the point where my coach brings me back in and tells me that I get to be a starter again. The weird thing, though, to me is like why they would move me. I think I did talk to this with somebody in the comment section. Is the whole idea of, this is on my other Road to the Show, by the way, was the idea of position changes and all that stuff, right? Because it's obviously part of the Road to the Show story that they have implemented in this year's game. But something I mentioned is that I don't like the fact that it feels forced and it doesn't always feel like it makes a whole lot of sense. Now, the reason I say that is, sure, there's situations in baseball where you'll find a player and you'll analyze their skill set and you'll think that they are more likely to be successful at a certain position than another one based off a few of their skills. However, that's not a lot of people. I mean, that's actually a very few amount of people who don't know their position going into the majors or into any type of professional baseball. So with that being the case, I mean, my guy was dominating as a starting pitcher, like dominating. My ERA was about 1.1, and I was coming off a fantastic start. So with that being the case, it makes you think like, yeah, maybe I would be great as a closer, but I'm already great as a starter, and I think a starter is definitely more value than a closing pitcher is. And that's where you just got to analyze the situation. Just be like, I don't think in real life they would ever consider moving a guy who's 5-1 with a 1.1 ERA as a starter to a closing pitcher position. I just don't think that would make any sense. That's just my position on it, though. That's just what I'm saying. I don't like the forced attitude of the position thing. I've had that same issue with 2K at times, with sometimes some of the story things are obviously very forced. That's right there, we get another save. But that's I mean, it's a minor complaint. It only affects like 2 weeks of this actual Road to the Show story mode they got going on. But obviously, I just wish it wasn't in there all the time. I just wish it was kind of like a rare occurrence that they ask you to change positions, and I wish they did it based off your guys' actual statistics, like his attributes, and then we're like, okay, this would make sense to move him to this. Like, for example, my shortstop has 99 arm strength, and he did at the time of the position change, but they moved him to second base, where arm strength is not nearly as vital of a attribute as shortstop would be. So I was like, it would make more sense if they moved me to third base, so I at least like have some connection to the player that makes sense for them requesting that call up. That's my only complaint. But either way, okay, here we go. Our manager's already calling us back in. He's had enough of us doing our saves. We've been doing pretty great in these saving opportunities. We'll be looking to get you back in your original role going forward. Your versatility is plus though, and we'll call on it when necessary. I'll be happy to be switching back. That's the truth. Sounds like you know where you want to play. Do you want to talk about coach? I'm good. I know how you upgrade your pitcher. Oh god damn it! I didn't mean to go into this game. Well, we just end up simulating that performance just because we had to. And in that performance, our guy went 6 innings, gave up 2 runs, but they weren't earned. Affected our... We didn't get the win. But our ERA is now a .92 because our guy was not credited with those runs. And a .72 whip. So, with that being the case, we're still back at first in All-Star voting. And... there we go. So our guy's been dominating. Justin Masterson's dominating. He's back here in AA. Killing it in AA though. We got this guy. So, still obviously waiting to get called up. Our guy's overall is there at 71. And we need to upgrade our stamina a little bit. And now in the next episode, we'll be hopping into our next game, where we actually finally play back at a starting position. So I'm excited to bring that to you guys. And that's it. So if you guys enjoyed it, please click that like button below. Please comment on your opinion of the series and what I could do to make it more interesting in the comment section below. And lastly, subscribe if you haven't already. Stay tuned to this series and other series I got going on my channel. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode as we hopefully, as it looks here, are getting a bit closer to earning a call-up. So I'll see you guys next time, and peace out.